What brings you here?
Well, I've been well, as I said, I was just watching your video, the thoughts video. Was it
Oh
like
yeah,
the four-part series, the new ones?
yeah, yeah,
I just for some reason in the morning I just wanted to listen to those, and the pointings were very good in those, and I was like, okay, let's do this. I've been like doing all sorts of like I wanted to for like 4 years I've wanted to wake up, and I've done everything, and right now my practice been like just anything really. I've been mostly just, focusing on looking at thoughts, like what they do, how they work.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes it's all about like who is experiencing the thought, who is hearing the sound.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, like I've been sort of like not very, I wouldn't say motivated, but like not too, um, well, the drive hasn't been there that much, so it hasn't been like the best like hardcore practice or anything like that. But I just felt like doing it, so I just wanted to do it with you.
All right, so let's have a look together.
Yeah.
Let's we'll do this together. Yeah. Um, so you say you've been looking at thoughts.
Mm.
Yeah. Have you seen it's a thought that creates the idea of me sitting here in front of you?
Yeah, for sure.
With, yeah, without a thought, there wouldn't be a me sitting here in front of you. Have you seen that?
No. Yeah, I think so. Like
Yeah.
the part about seeing is the only thing that the thoughts can doubt, which is like, yes, like I can see how whenever there's like I've never seen the opposite of it, if that makes sense. I've only seen the fact that, I've seen how oh, I need to do this, or oh, like the thoughts create the idea of the me, essentially.
Mm, mm, mm,
And then it's like it's supposedly a thing or
mm.
something, but it's not really there. It's just the thoughts that come and build it up.
Yeah, it's like it's a funny thing. It's like thoughts impose an idea about something that the thoughts have created in the first place.
Yeah,
It's
it's
and, it,
it's
and
insanity.
it's a loop. It just goes, and then there's what we call an agreed upon reality. Yeah, both you and I would agree that you're looking at a laptop and I'm looking at a laptop. We would agree.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
We would both agree that you've got two ears and I've got two ears. Yeah, we would agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah,
an agreed upon reality that happens, but that gets taught. That's just conditioned into us from around the age of two. But you know, this. I'm glad you started a conversation with thoughts because that's key. You know, everyone's on this path trying to work out what non-duality is, and nobody knows
yeah,
what duality is, Luke. And it's
yeah,
important to really, really have a firm grasp, a grip on what the hell is duality. What's that? You know, um, and if you, I don't know, if you've experienced, I don't know if you have or not, but anybody that has experienced complete absence of all thought, complete absence of all thought, right there, the experience of that is non-dual, completely non-dual. So what you discover is that produces the idea, because it's just an idea, that produces the idea of duality is just thoughts. Or, you could compartmentalize it and call it mind, if you like. And
yeah,
you go looking for a mind and you can't find one. So that's an
yeah, exactly.
agreed upon idea as well. We have a
Yeah,
mind, yeah. And then you go looking for a mind and don't know what it is you're even looking for. It's supposed to be
yeah,
some sort of
exactly.
container, something that contains thoughts. But anyway,
Yeah,
you
just
never,
like my brain. Like
yeah, yeah,
what brain? Like where's
yeah,
the brain?
yeah, exactly. It's just an agreed upon idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So the whole idea of this is coming to an understanding of what you're not coming to an understanding of what you are. That doesn't need to be understood. But what needs to be clearly understood is what you're not. And I mean, clearly understood what you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, along the lines of, once you know Father Christmas isn't real, it's all over for Father Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even though you might continue to see Father Christmas, after that, you just know it's a dude in a suit. You know what I mean? Give me one
What?
second, just turn this
What? Really? I didn't know that.
And it's the same with the discovery of what the me is. Once you know, once you really, really know, it's over. Then it's
Yeah, because
like
that's the thing.
completely over.
Yeah, because I
Say that
haven't
again.
because that's the thing. The problem is like I can understand it. I can see it. Like I can see bits of that. Like, okay, I can see that, okay, the thought creates a me. Like I can see that, but then nothing's really different. Like I'm still all in the illusion, if that makes sense. Like I've like
Well,
done a lot of practice and stuff like that, but I still haven't like seen it through thoroughly enough or something like that. And that's been the issue for a longer period of time.
okay. So all that's happening there is this presence, this awareness, this consciousness that's here right now is still just being called Luke.
Yeah.
Now, what would it be that would be calling this presence, this consciousness, Luke? What would be calling this Luke?
Sorry, I was, it was, for some reason it was sort of it was, can you
Pausing.
repeat that?
Yeah. So this presence, this consciousness, this awareness, what is it that's calling this Luke?
Thoughts. There's not even thoughts, but like the momentary thoughts that say I this, I that. And it's like, I don't think it's even,
Yeah, but the idea, see, we can see that a thought can construct a me. We can understand a thought can construct a bottle. A thought can construct a mouse. A thought can construct a mobile phone. A thought can construct that laptop in front of you. We can see that. Yeah. But there's this presence here. You see, I think what you're experiencing is what I experience. Like I used to keep asking myself the same question, Luke, how is it I can have such a profound understanding of this teaching, of this non-duality teaching, and yet in the final analysis, it still feels like I'm here. In other words, it still feels like Terry's here. I still feel like I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
And I must have said that to myself hundreds of times. And I kept missing the word feels. How is it in the final analysis, it still feels like Terry's here? Because in the final analysis for you, it still feels like Luke's here, right?
Well, it feels like I am here, but in terms of like, you can't really feel that it's Luke or me or anything. It just feels like, and then the thoughts say, I'm here.
Yeah, that's my point. That's exactly my point. Yeah. So this that is here is that Luke is seeking.
Yeah.
This that's already here.
Yeah, but thoughts can't experience it.
Correct. Luke, anyway, Luke is just an idea. Luke is just a character. So it can't see, hear, taste, touch, smell. It's not conscious and it's not aware. But for your whole life, this beingness, this presence, this that's here right now, mind has been calling this me. Luke. Me, for your whole life. And then we get this idea, because we hear it in the non-dual circles, the me's got to go. Okay, well, if the me's got to go, then this presence, awareness, and consciousness has got to go as well. If this is being identified as Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not what happens. That's not what actually happens. Yeah. See, when I saw in the last statement that I made, how is it with such a profound understanding in the final analysis, it still feels like I'm here, you know. I heard myself use the word feels, yeah, as though me, Terry, could feel, you know. And I heard that and I went, what? The character can't feel. And everything just stopped. All of a sudden, everything just stopped, just paused, yeah. And I was left with just this, yeah. Then the jaw-dropping question arose, what's this? Yeah, it was a rhetorical question. I wasn't expecting an answer. It was just more like, holy shit, what's this? Because I finally saw, yeah, that this that I've been walking around with my whole life and calling Terry isn't Terry. Finally saw it because I realized Terry can't feel. Yeah. And my whole basis of me being an individual person, you know, a me character, yeah, was that I could feel. I feel like I'm here, you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing I've been sort of like not sort of from watching your videos that I haven't really got in an like a real intuitive, like real gut way, which is like how the character cannot feel and think or see or think or anything or sense, because I don't know, I sort of in a conceptual level I understand how, but yet still I believe that I do feel, I see
Yeah.
in a deep way. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. And what I'm saying is there feeling happening in a deep way? Yes. Is it Luke that's feeling and happening in a deep way? No.
Mhm. Yeah.
See, the whole idea of this is false self finally gets seen for what it is, and true self is then self-revealing. And
Yeah.
true self has always been here. It's just been called something else.
Yeah, it's not, it's like they say that it's already here, you're not going to find anything new or anything, it's just
Yeah. 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 But, you know, what you need to see in an absolute sense is this that is here is not Luke.
yeah.
And you need to understand why it's not Luke. Why? Why? See, I don't know how many of my videos you've watched, but you know, the video.
Many.
Okay. Yep. It's okay. So the amnesia pointer. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Remember? Okay. So in the amnesia pointer, Luke's gone. There is no Luke, but something remains.
Yeah.
Like
It
that's one
still
of,
feels like me's here.
yeah. But
That's the thing, it's not the me.
yeah, it's that that's being sought. When you know what the me is, it's just ridiculously obvious that this that is here, feeling, if you like, can't be a Terry or a Luke or a Ben or a Brian or a Mary or a Vicky or a Jackie or whatever name you want. It doesn't matter. It's a character. Yeah. And when we use the amnesia pointer, the character is now gone. Not only do you not know your name, you don't know where you were born, you don't know your parents, you don't know what you've ever done for a living, you don't know shit.
Yeah, but for me, for me, I don't think the sort of the character is sort of in any sort of way, you know, it doesn't have these qualities. Well, during the day, I can have these qualities of, okay, today I'm confident. Today I'm, you know, feeling these things. I am, you know, smart. I can do this, whatever. Those are some like daily thoughts. But when I'm sitting here right now, there's no like, there's not much of the I'm this, I'm doing that or whatever. It's more sort of like feelings. Like
Yeah.
if we're talking about the amnesia pointer and I would sort of like not have any thoughts and figure how that would feel, it would still feel exactly the same as it feels. That's exactly the experience. There wouldn't be any thoughts about the eye, but it doesn't shift my experience in any sort of way, if that makes sense.
Okay, so let's talk about what's the feeling you're having.
There's just some feeling here, and the supposed fingers are feeling something now. There's some, well, there's hearing things or hearing sounds essentially. And it's not very specific really. It's just there's sort of this experience going.
And
Well, the thoughts came and said that it feels like I am here, like sitting, or not sitting, but like somehow behind this image of the body. And yeah,
where's
it's
Luke?
quite peaceful, but yeah.
Yeah, good. Where's Luke?
Well, he hasn't been here in that moment. No, it's been just the experiencing sort of.
Hmm.
Yeah, if I can. Well, he hasn't been here, hasn't come and visited. No,
Yeah,
there's just some sort of like actions or like I would call them impulses as to like, okay, now looking that way or
yeah,
doing that or thinking or that
yeah,
thought, like, okay, I need to tell. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So what's wrong with right now if you don't think about
Yeah, that's a good question. Nothing.
it? Hmm.
Yeah, it's always the thoughts that say otherwise.
Yeah. So look, you've come a long way. Okay. So look, you're aware of thoughts, yeah? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to assume, and maybe I shouldn't, but
Mhm.
I'm going to assume that you're also aware that it's not Luke that's aware of thoughts.
Yeah, it's quite clear. I think I can see that.
Hmm.
Or I don't think I can see it, but
You can.
that's the way it feels.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, yeah, you're aware of Luke being constructed.
Hmm. Yeah.
Aware of that. Yeah. You're aware of thoughts. You're aware of thoughts constructing things. You're
Yeah,
aware of it.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah?